where stories told. Let your journey now begin. In the magic, let's dive in. So tell me, what do the cards reveal? What's the truth they conceal? She's the high priestess with the key to every question that's haunting me. A lover's heart or a warning from the past. In the Terran's embrace, I'm spellbound at last. Truth's come undone, it's a dance we must face. In the chaos, I find my place. In the tarot's embrace, I'm spellbound at last. Truth's come undone, it's a dance we must face. In the chaos, I find my place. The moonlight glows, the veil is thin. Lunar affinity will call again. Thanks for walking in the light, where guides whisper pure insight. Until we meet, the cards will wait. Mystic whispers guide your fate. With every message our spirits send, for cosmic dreams our souls transcend.
Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. Thank you, Serenity. Thank you guys for liking the live stream. I really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get started on some free list questions. Space Cowboy. I am getting a yes for your question, Space Cowboy. You have the 10 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. There's going to be times, it seems, where she's not going to be able to always put you first because there'll be other responsibilities, but she's going to make sure that your family feels like number one. Does RS friend get jealous when he speaks of you? I'm getting a no for Serenity. 2 of Swords in the Tower. Queen City Street Views. Hello and welcome in. Thank you guys for subscribing. Oh. For Queen City, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. That's a very reserved energy, kind of closed off. I don't think this is in the plan for deep. Grace. I have a yes for Grace. 10 of Pentacles. That is the card of a long-term relationship. Diana. Jesus. I have a yes for Sienna, the Chariot. It looks like 2 kids or more. So I'm going to say yes. Michael, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Hey, Amy, welcome in. You're welcome, M. Grace. You're welcome, Sienna. Thank you all for liking the live stream. I really appreciate that. This is for love. I have a yes for love, the star. Michael. Michael, it's taken a long time to get an answer for you. I am getting a no. I have the 7 of Swords. Looks like she's in a very reserved energy. She's doing her own thing. So I feel like no. Roses. Will a past person try to return during retrograde for roses? Roses, it looks like a yes for you. Ace of Pentacles. Amy, should you refollow Elias? Am I saying his name right? Is it Elias? Like Elias? Or is it Elias? Like Eli, us? I'm getting a yes for you, Amy. Queen of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Bria, I'm getting a no for you, 7 of Swords and Judgment. I also cut the deck and saw the 5 of Cups, so I don't think so. Thank you all for liking the live stream. I appreciate it. Would he reciprocate if you reached out first? He reciprocate if she reached out first. See the High Priestess. I'm getting a no for Emily. 5 of Pentacles. I wouldn't put yourself out there at this time. And I think you might know that with the High Priestess. You might know that he probably wouldn't reciprocate right now. So just give it some time. White chick. You had a couple cards come through. I think luck is on your side here. I think if you just continue on this straight and narrow path, you'll be able to change things around. So I'm going to say no to getting fired because this talks about luck being on your side, collaboration, and doing things that you feel is good for you, best for you. So I'm going to say no according to these cards, but I think that it really is going to be heavily influenced by the decisions that you make. So just make sure that you're doing what is best. You're welcome, Sienna. Philomena, yes, I am. I was on after 11 on Monday night and Tuesday night, and it seemed kind of slow, so I figured I would try an earlier live stream since I had the opportunity to do it today, and here I am. You're welcome, Michael. Emily, I am doing well. Thank you for asking. So, Elias. Okay, got you. So it's almost like ELIUS, like Eli us. Hey everyone, welcome in. I'm only going to be able to answer a couple of more questions, guys, because it's almost 7 o'clock and that's where my list cuts off. You're welcome, Emily. Marta, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Hey, Shantae Vinay, it's been a while since I've seen you. How are you? Thank you all for liking the live stream. All right, guys, the free list has to come to an end. I'm going to try to answer as many people as I can in the next minute. So let's do a quick fire round. Chibi, will it be better for me to move to London? Yes. Taylor Street, will I get married next year? Hey, welcome in, new sub. I think it's possible. I'm not 100% confident on a yes. I think some changes need to be made first before you can lock down that answer. So I'm going to say most likely. Mariana, is Christian's uncle coming next month? I have a no. 7 of Swords for Mariana. Lovely Cherry Blossom. Have I met my long-term partner this year already? Oh, whoops. I just got my deck all mixed up. Has Cherry Blossom met long-term partner this year already? I am getting a yes for Lovely. The Lovers. Dorella, will Tony be reaching out to you before Easter? I have a no. 10 of Swords in the Tower. Rita, is love coming in for me in the near future? I have a no. The Hangman. Marta, Felix, will I hear from Sal soon? No. The Moon. Toe, do you see me in the Aries getting into a long-term relationship this year? Yes. Knight of Cups. Whoop. RM, will I date the guy I work with? Will RM date the guy they work with? Will RM date the guy they work with? Will RM date the guy they work with? I think it's up in the air right now, RM. I'm going to say no for now, but I think that could change. I don't have a confident answer for you right now. Unique. Unique, one of you is, maybe not both of you. Ari. Ari, I think it's definitely possible, but the Two of Pentacles indicates a decision that's yet to be made. So I think that they'll consider it. I think they are considering or will consider it, but I can't say a yes or no right now because that decision hasn't been made yet. I'm leaning towards yes. We'll just put it that way. T. Will T and Mo get together in a relationship? I have a yes for T, the 8 of Wands. Shantae, Vinay. Oh, nice. Is boyfriend mad at Shantae, Vinay? I feel like there's something going on here, but he'll get over it. Knight of Cups. He'll get over it. So that feels like a yes to me, but he'll get over it. Mariana, Taylor, Lovely, Rita, Marta, you're very welcome. Unique, just for future reference, I don't know how it works on other live streams, but telling me that I skipped you is like a pet peeve of mine because I do eventually get to everybody. I try to at least, but free readings are not guaranteed. Sometimes I will be going out of order. I try not to. I try to make sure I get to everyone. But remember, this is free, so you are not entitled to a reading. I will do my best to get to everyone. Just please avoid that kind of phrasing to me in the future because it just gets under my skin. I just want you guys to be grateful and thankful. I did about $100 worth of free reads just now, so just please make sure that you guys are just being appreciative and not telling me that I skipped you because I'm not doing it on purpose. Started working overnight shifts, so I'm always asleep. Well, I'm happy to see you, Shantae. It's nice to have you back in. You're welcome, RM. You're welcome, Unique. You're welcome, Ari. All right, guys. So that is it for the free list. We're going to go ahead and move on to donations. So we're going to leave those open for a little bit. We don't have anyone on the list right now, so there's not much of a wait. So we shall see how the rest of the night goes. It's getting dark where I'm at, so I think the sun's going down a bit. So I'm just getting a light on the table because this looks better, right, with the light on versus the light off. I think the light on helps. It does cause a glare on certain cards, which is annoying, but it's better than nothing. Oh, Shantae, we love you too. You're so sweet. Thank you. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Does anyone have any plans tonight? I'm going to be, number one, probably taking a nap later on. I'm planning on making spaghetti for dinner and roasting some vegetables. Got to finish getting some housework done. I'm so late on my tax prep. I've got some tax prep stuff to print off too. It's going to be like a night of boring, but you know, the things you got to do as an adult. Amy, if you're still in here, did your nails turn out well? Did you finally finish them? Oh, Shantae, did you donate for another yes, no reading? So Shantae, what you donated for was a yes, no reading. But it looks like your question is more of a mini reading, which is $8. Did you want to send the difference so that way we can do this a little more open-ended for you? Diana Popa, welcome in. Over here in my corner of YouTube, we don't just come in and demand channeled messages. Channeled messages do cost money. So if that's what you're looking for, you won't be able to get that from my channel unless you donate. So take a look at my price list and then you can donate for what it is you're looking for. Shantae, let's go ahead and get started on your question. Oh, you sent 3 more. Thanks, girl. I appreciate that. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, why is Bestie acting different? Why is Bestie acting different? Why is Bestie acting different? Yeah, Shantae, I think the chat is a little bit behind. So it's like lagging what I'm saying versus what I'm typing. It seems like it's a little off. But yes, I did get your donation. Why is Bestie acting distant? So I'm kind of getting the feeling that there's been like some feelings from, hold on 1 second. Okay. So what I'm getting here is some disappointment. I don't know if maybe you're feeling a little distracted and not giving your friend as much of your time or your attention, or potentially your friend is feeling distracted. But there is like this Six of Wands here. Hey SB, welcome in. There's a Six of Wands here that talks about attention. It talks about how much attention I'm getting, how much attention I want, and like this also could hint to potentially her seeing you getting a lot of attention and therefore that's making her jealous, or it could be her getting more attention from other people, therefore she's pulling away from your connection. But there's overall some like feeling as though attention is not being given, or it is being given and causing distraction and pulling away from the connection. And because of that attention, that could also indicate that there may be some feelings of jealousy potentially. So I know that the chat is a little bit behind, it's a little laggy. So if when you're able to catch up, maybe you can explain this a little bit further. SB, I got your donation. Thank you. I feel like with the 10 of Cups, this is indicating to me that your bestie views you as someone who she loves very dearly, loves very much, has a deep like love for, and feels like you guys would be best friends for forever. But maybe there's just times where your connection just kind of gets out of alignment a little bit, like any long-term relationship would. A romantic relationship, family relationships can go through ups and downs. And so this could be just a time where instead of flowing, your connection is ebbing a little bit. But I feel like your bestie is the type of person who views you as like this person that will be in your life for a long time. If you guys have kids, your kids will be best friends or cousins, and views you like family views you as family, sees you there until the end and feels very lucky to know you. But what I'm seeing here is that there's some independent energy that's happening between you guys right now, where one or both of you are pulling away, feeling a little bit torn, feeling a little bit distracted. And this does have to do with some type of attention that someone's getting. Either, you know, like I said, you're getting attention from other people and that's making her feel a little disappointed or distant. Or she's getting attention from other people and that's causing her to be distracted from your connection. it could also be interpreted as like she feels she's not getting enough of your attention and is pulling away because of that. It basically has to do with feeling appreciated, feeling like you're being given the time of day, feeling like you're giving attention. And there's something here with that because the Six of Wands has to do with feeling appreciated, feeling admired, feeling like what you're doing is reciprocated as well. So if this has to do with just the two of you, potentially she feels like she's not getting the same appreciation back from you that she feels she gives to you. So again, this all has to do with attention and appreciation, but there's many different interpretations of what that could be just because of the circumstances at play here. But that's basically fundamentally what it comes down to is we're distracted, we're feeling like we need to pull back a bit. There could be feelings of jealousy or feelings of unappreciation, um, like a sadness maybe for how things are changing between the two of you. But I think there is an overall hope that you guys will find your way back and be able to, get back in the groove of things because I feel like this person has a lot of love for you. I think that she just wants like what's fair or what she perceives to be fair. I think she wants something balanced here in the connection. And as you can see, it's not as balanced. So, yes, you're very welcome, Shantae. Is there anything else you wanted to donate for, or does that answer your questions for tonight? Amy says, well, the deed is done. I did a refollow, no clue if that did anything, but we gonna see it. Yeah, you're welcome. Or not you're welcome. What am I saying? I think that's a good idea. I think that will hopefully send him the notification again. Actually, Amy, do me a favor. Unfollow me, and then refollow me. I want to see if I get a notification about this. Yeah, I'll tell you. Because if I get a notification, then we know. Bet. Let me see. You're funny. Thank you, SB. All right, guys, let me run to the bathroom real quick. And when I get back, we'll be working on SB for her love spread. Okay, hold on one second. Let me check. Did I get a notification? Yep, I got a notification. Cool. All right, yeah. So hopefully that will work then. Perfect. That's what we wanted to see. All right. Be right back, friends. Be right back. Oh, you're welcome, Shantae. I'm so glad to hear that I was able to give you that confirmation that you needed. All right, let's turn this light off and see. Yeah, we still have lights, so I'm going to turn this off. It's convenient when I don't feel like getting up and turning on the light. It's convenient to have that. It's like my little book light. You like clamp it to your book and you can like read in the dark. But it does cause a glare, which I'm not crazy about. So since I got up and was able to turn on the light, I was like, all right, that works for me. Cool. All right. So let's do SB. SB wants a love spread, I think. All right, love spread. Love spread, love spread. You'd think that I have this love spread memorized by now, but I don't. Let me pull it up on the screen real quick. Did I save it? I at one point had a virus on my computer, but it wasn't really affecting anything. I just didn't do anything on it that would basically be like something that basically like if I didn't want someone to be able to log in, like I wouldn't do my tax stuff on this computer or like my Cash App, PayPal, Venmo passwords, all that stuff, because like that was really kind of annoying. And it was like this for like a year. And then the other night, it just started glitching out on itself and it fixed it. And like, boom, virus gone. I don't know if there was like an update that was done or what happened, but it was really, really weird. And I'm happy about that. But in the process, it deleted every single bookmark. And I had my 9-card love spread saved. So I have to resave it. At work, bland listening. All right, love spread, please. Oh no, that's okay, SB. You don't have to. No. Don't worry about that. We're all good over here. It's just a quick Google search. It's just I haven't done a love spread since that happened and I had to find it again. But I found it and I saved it and we're good to go. I have my like mini love spreads memorized. It's the 9-card for whatever reason. I can't remember the specific order of everything. All right. Thank you, though. Thank you for that. How they feel the tower, their true intentions, justice, what you want, 9 of swords, what they want, strength, what brings you together, 9 of pentacles, what pulls you apart, 10 of pentacles, energy around the relationship, the world, what's hidden, page of cups, will the relationship be successful, queen of cups. Okay, so what I'm getting is that this is like a a very big cycle that you guys continue to find yourself in. And it's like, if I try, if I attempt this, if it works out differently, then at least I would know. And I feel like, SB, for you both, the curiosity is too strong, and wanting, instead of closing out the cycle without closure, we want to close out the cycle because we saw something through, because we were able to explore this together. I feel almost like the connection is like, if it doesn't work out, if we try and it doesn't work out, then oh well, at least we tried. I don't feel that there's an ability on either of your ends to give up on this connection without actually trying to see something through here. It's like the fantasy of it all, the connection is so strong. And it's like, you guys, neither of you can give up on the other person. And you're like, I get that we're in a cycle. I get that we like keep coming back to each other, and then we walk away, and then we come back and we walk away. But the thing is that the story, it doesn't ever end any differently. And you're like, I want to see this play out to know for sure. It's like you have to experience the connection. It has to get beyond what it is currently in order for you to feel satisfied, both of you, that you can come to a conclusion about this, whether it ends good or it doesn't end good. You're kind of in this place where you're like, I need to see this through. For whatever reason, I keep feeling called to see this through with this person. We need to get beyond whatever this block is and get us to that point. And that is where the strength and weakness comes into play, is that neither of you are super dependent on each other. Neither of you are like, you guys can live your own life individually and you're fine. It's just, you're like, it's just something about him. And he's like, it's just something about her. And the both of you, this cycle's never going to end until you guys are able to expand beyond what you currently have experienced with each other. And that is going to just continue to play on a loop till you guys are able to get off of the hamster wheel, get on the train tracks, and just start going forward. You said, I did talk to this person. He opened up to me about some things. I haven't seen him in 7 years. He invited himself on my trip to New York, so I'll see him. Guess we'll see. So SB, I think that's what it has to be for now, is like, you guys have to be able to feel complete. You have to feel like you're getting closure out of this cycle. Like, basically, you guys are in this loop, right, that has like a little nick in it, and you go around, you meet up, nothing happens, go around, you meet up, nothing happens, go around, meet up, nothing happens, so on and so forth, until that little nick is able to be complete, until you're able to feel whole, until you're able to feel like, okay, I can actually see where this is going, whether it's going in a good direction or it's going in a bad direction. The desire, the fantasy of it all, the connection, to be able to ground this relationship and see it beyond what you've currently been able to only imagine in your mind, actually to be able to bear witness to it in real life, to experience a relationship together. And if it ends, it ends. If it doesn't, great. If it does, whatever. It's like the need from both of your parts to see it through. You said, isn't that funny? And a pain a little bit, very curious. Yeah. In a pain a little, but very curious. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. And honestly, that's what's like, what's hidden is the Page of Cups. It's like the desire to see it through, believing in the impossible. Every time I pull this card, I always say, here where the little pig is flying, is that means believing in the impossible, because people say, oh, that'll never happen. That'll happen when pigs fly, meaning I don't have any faith in this idea. I don't have any faith in this plan. However, you guys do. That is what you don't realize about each other, is that you both have faith that something could come of this. And that's why you guys keep circling back to each other. I do feel like there is the makings of something good, but I suppose my hesitancy is being like cultivated through your hesitancy and through maybe his hesitancy of, is this going to work? Is this just going to be like every other time, or is something different actually going to happen here? Right? How he feels about you, I feel stubborn souls. I feel like he looks at you as someone who's really changed his worldview, changed his perspective, brought about epiphanies and things like that. I think he wants to see justice for your relationship, for your connection. He wants to see it being brought to justice. Like, imagine someone who is incarcerated for something that they did not do, and you're constantly fighting for that connection to be brought to justice, like being the truth being brought to light. So it's kind of like the same thing, is like your relationship is like in prison, and you know that it's good, you know that it's real, but it's still stuck behind bars, and you want to see the truth of this connection being brought to light. You want to see the relationship being vindicated. You want to feel like that relationship has been brought justice and actually gets the opportunity to be set free and explore and, discover about each other what it is you've been wanting to, because it's been held behind for so long. And I feel like for you with the Nine of Swords is this thing where maybe subconsciously, I don't know, you'll have to tell me, but maybe it's on some kind of subconscious level with the Nine of Swords. Oh, I'm happy I was able to do that for you. Like, you have not fully let yourself delve into other relationships because there's always been this person in the back of your mind. And I truly don't think that you're going to be able to really like go all in with someone until that you're able to kind of call it what it is with this person. It's almost like you're not consciously doing it, but your subconscious mind always has him in the back of your head. And I think it's just going to be really difficult for you to be able to move forward until you're able to explore this one little corner of your mind or of yourself with him. It doesn't mean that you haven't actually tried in other connections. It's just you have that subconscious, like, he's in the back of your mind. You can't ever walk away. You can't ever forget it. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Let's see, what have I done? Oh, what he wants. We have the Strength card. So I do think there's a desire with him to make the connection stronger. He is very cautious, though. He is very cautious. I think he wants reconciliation. He wants to make your bond stronger. I think inviting himself along one of your plans is a good sign that he is trying to make, some type of initiative here, or take some kind of initiative. But that's what it feels like. All right, so that is what I have for your love spread. Let's do an in-depth. You said more on his feelings for you. Let's see. Yeah, I just feel like your connection, like you just, it's like, I don't know why the word exonerate is like coming through really strongly. It's like you just want to be able to like say, okay, this is what has happened. Let's like absolve that and let's move forward. Let's like bring this connection to its justice. Let's vindicate everything that we've been through. Let's just express that that has been for a reason, because here we are now at the end of it. All right, more on his feelings. I'm just going to throw that on the screen for your second question. On our talk recently, we both discussed being honest and having better communication. You know, isn't that crazy how you can go so long without seeing someone, but the feelings are still there? It's crazy. You just need to know, you need to see him. Yeah. I feel like he's saying, like, I know that in the past I've always been on the run and maybe caused like some conflict or some tension for you. Because of that, I haven't been ever present or as present as I would like to be. And this is something that I'm working on. He probably would say something like, I feel you, like even though you're not here with me, and you know, even though we haven't seen each other in a long time, it's like I still feel you sending me like your love. I still feel your energy around me a lot of the time. I feel like if we could figure out a way to work together, if we could figure out a way to get on the same page, then we can really have something special here. But I've got to be honest, I am afraid of getting hurt. I'm afraid of putting myself out there. When I think of you, it feels like a lot of playful, fun, young, youthful energy. I feel like you're just extremely radiant and you bring a lot of warmth and welcoming feelings to me. Like I feel like he would say, no matter what we go through, no matter what I've done, what you've done, you always welcome me with open arms. Like I feel like he's saying that even if you might be hesitant, SB, you might be cautious, you might be a little bit like, oh, and kind of on the fence, and maybe you don't necessarily like jump for joy when you see him because you know you have to brace yourself for impact. He's saying he feels like it's still well received to be communicating with him. He feels like every time he interacts with you, you show a sense of warmth and a sense of welcome and a sense of like invitation with him. He feels very strong and like alpha in your presence. I think he likes maybe what you bring out of him, like maybe, some people say we bring out the worst in each other. I feel like he feels you bring out some really great sides to him. He does have a hard time sticking with what it is he wants to do. I think that's his problem. He's acknowledging that. It's his follow through. That's the problem here. Because when he says he wants to do something, he really means it in that moment. He really is like, this is what I want in this moment. But his follow through leaves something to be desired because somehow he restricts himself in actually executing the plan, executing the things that it is that he wants to do. He puts himself in this position of restriction. Yes, you're right. You told me last time we spoke. I don't blame you if you ever decide to end the connection. Yeah. But see, he doesn't feel that way either. Like maybe he does blame himself because he feels like his follow through is lacking. And he I think what happens is he kind of prepares himself mentally for the fact that there's going to be a time where he finally reaches out and you're going to act like you hate him. He prepares for that every single time, and every single time you pleasantly surprise him. I think that's the message there for that. I think that he feels a lot of love for you. He doesn't ever see this being a connection that he wants to bring to an end. And I think with the Ace of Cups, even though he might be scared to put himself out there, I think he's still willing because the Ace of Cups talks about new energy that we're bringing in. Six of Pentacles indicating that he wants to provide equal effort and equal energy, and these are his intentions. So his main challenge is following through with what his plans are, what he says he's going to do, making sure that's something that you see that follow through on. And of course, his communication needs to get a little better. He does mention that here when he says that you guys need to get on the same page and work together. I feel like he does feel like he's more so to blame for that, but he's not taking all the blame, basically. He feels like he's on the outside of your life. He doesn't like being there. He likes knowing what's going on with you. I do feel like he's serious about wanting this reconciliation. There's a couple messages here that he's going to want to bring you some kind of gift to show like sincerity. But yeah, so he's like, I want to be in her life for a long time. She's so welcoming, warm, and inviting. I feel so positive around her. Every time I talk to her, I expect that she's not going to want to talk to me, and she still does. And she brings out a lot of my better qualities, and I need to work on not being on the run so much. Like I need to work harder on staying put and actually doing what I say I'm going to do, because I really do feel this connection miles and miles away. I'm hearing like lifetime, life over lifetimes, but it could even be like because he's, overseas, so different times, if that makes sense, different times, like time periods, lifetimes. So he's like, even at such a distance, I still feel her and I do want to see her. I don't like being on the outside of her life. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, of course. You're right. We do need to work together. Yes, I shut down sometimes when I'm overwhelmed and I can snap. But now, instead of ending things, I said, hey, I need space to think when someone triggers me. Oh, did he really? Yeah. I mean, here's the thing is that I think when it comes to your feelings, he doesn't blame you for having feelings how you feel. He's like valid, right? I think the main issue here in this connection is you're reactive because of your disappointment. And he needs to work on not disappointing you. And then I think you won't be reactive to disappointment because you won't have disappointment. So he needs to like actually do what he says he's going to do. He needs to show his intention. He needs to make more of an effort. You know, inviting himself on this New York trip is definitely a good step because it's showing initiative. All right, let's look at your next question. Serenity, free list is closed for the night. Would you like to donate? When is your NYC trip? Is it coming up? Oh, nice. That's soon. Oh, no. I don't like to see the Three of Swords. How will the NYC trip go between them? All right, so this could go a couple of ways. This could be either he ends up bailing. He ends up bailing on the trip. Or if he comes on the trip, it doesn't end as well as you were hoping. The third interpretation, which I think is the one I'm hoping for out of all three of these scenarios, is that he comes and then during the trip, a lot of it is clouded by things that really need to be getting off the chest. Like basically you guys get into some really deep heart to hearts and you have a lot of things that you're enlightening each other about what you've been feeling and what you've been thinking all of this time, and the conversations can get really intense and really deep, but it is very much needed in order for you guys to get past this. This is what I'm hoping is the outcome. I'm hoping that it's not like he doesn't show up or he does come and then it ends bad. That's not what I want. I'm hoping that this is more of like a turning point situation where he comes and you guys are really able to kind of say the things you felt held back to say, you felt were in your subconscious mind, the things you kept pushing down and pushing down and pushing down, because the moon is like the things that we keep, underneath the surface. It's like, okay, that bothered me, but I'm not going to say anything. Okay, that bothered me, but I'm going to push that down. Okay, that frustrated me, but I'm going to let it go. But instead, we're pushing it further and further down into our own subconscious, and it starts to become a fear of ours. And the Three of Swords is just very, very intense. So I feel like this is indicating to me like that there's a lot of things that maybe are said that either you don't want to hear, he doesn't want to hear. You guys really kind of get real and have these heart-to-heart, one-on-one conversations. And maybe that does interfere with the New York trip a little bit, because maybe there's going to be times where, you're like, never mind, let's put this on pause. Let's go to dinner, or let's go shopping, or let's go do whatever we planned on doing. But then it's like, we know we're going to have to pick this up again. There's a lot of like contemplation, a lot of intensity, a lot of emotions, a lot of like trying to free ourselves from limiting beliefs or restrictions, a lot of like subconscious things that are weighing on our mind. Because I have a lot to say, but not in a negative way. I'm just more honest now. I really want to ask him, why did you call me in Spain before you proposed to her? Yeah, so like this could be the trip of all trips where it's like really the turning point of like letting him know, these are things that have been bothering me for a long time. These are things I've been needing to know. Can we get real with each other? Can we be honest with each other? What was going on in your head when you called me in Spain before you proposed to her? Like, why would you do that? Why did you do that? Because that really fucked with my head, or whatever, And it's like, I don't know. It's like the 10 of Pentacles kind of makes me feel like the trip starts off good. It's like all of the intentions are pure. Everything's going well. It's like he says he's going to show up. Maybe he does. And then this is what you guys go through. But it's like the trip starts off on a good foot. But somewhere along the line, like there's some big feelings that start happening and start rumbling underneath the surface. So that's what it feels like to me. I think this will hopefully leave you feeling a little bit more clear, like a little like having more clarity maybe. But I just hope it doesn't end in more confusion. I suppose that's kind of where I'm at right now. I hope that it's more like revelations and epiphanies and things. You too, you just really need to talk. You really need to talk. I mean, it's like, it could be one of those things where it's like one of those hotel room conversations where it's like sometimes you're sitting, sometimes you're standing, sometimes you're pacing, sometimes you're in the bathroom, sometimes, he's on the balcony. I don't know. Like, I'm just kind of getting where it's like one of those things where it's like, like we really need to get real. Are you open to having just like a really real conversation with me? Where, if you don't have an answer, that's fine. If you don't have an answer, but I still need you to be open enough to allow me the opportunity to ask. If you're not sure, we can go from there. But if you do know, I need you to be honest. I need you to be upfront. I need you to just tell me what the heck is going on. Like, we need to be as transparent as we possibly can, because very clearly there's something here with us. There's something here between us. There's something here going on. And like, I need more to go off of, you know? Oh, you said you're going to message me on Instagram? Oh, when you go. Yeah, you'll have to keep me in the loop. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my husband is messaging me. Hey, Alia. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. My free list is closed for the night. You're more than welcome to donate if you like to. Our donations are open. You're welcome, SB. I hope he shows. I hope he comes. I hope that this trip allows for this to be a turning point for your connection. Because I know those cards that I pulled can be kind of scary, but at the same time, you know, it's been a long time coming, I feel. And so I do hope that him showing up gives you guys that opportunity to have that conversation. And you come to me and you're like, you were right. Like, the thing we were hoping for is what happened. You scared me. You scared me. Hey Maya, welcome in. My free list is closed for the night, but I am still taking donations if that's something that you're interested in doing. For a yes no question like that, it's $5.